Okay, good morning, everyone. Okay, last August, Pastor Seumeans came to our church to conduct a 4 days training. He closed the clinic and we went. And we didn't realize the full benefit of it, because in the medical line, like Dr. Potin says, it's quite difficult. We always think how to treat people medically, how they should be healed, and not divine miraculous healing, even though it is preached in the Bible. And we just went in and listened, and I think I was the very first one to went for prayer, individual prayer. Initially, I thought he wanted to discuss with us about the ministry that we are in. But then he went through the emotional healing with me, and I was surprised because actually I had a month-long headache, one spot here. I mean, I was a migraine sufferer, but it was not too debilitating in the sense that I still can function. I can go on without any medication, and it was getting less. But the month before Pastor Seumeans came, I had consistent 24-hour headache at one spot. And I went to see the neurologist, and he even, I went for the MRI twice, once without the contrast. They found it is normal, then they said we better go with the contrast. So I went, and it was still normal, but the headache was still there until, because I'm normal, have blood pressure, but because during that 1 month, my blood pressure also went up because of the constant pain. It went up to even 170/90 or 80. And this Dr. Su, the neurologist, gave me very strong medication. It knocked me off, and he tried me out. Then I was still not too good, because the minute the effect of the drug went off, the headache come back again. Only one spot. It was quite strange. And I mean, I'm a nurse, so I would know this is something funny. But Dr. Su told me there is such a condition at one spot. And my daughter is a registrar in neurology. So then I told her, I said, "No, mom, it's okay, you just carry on." But then Pastor Seumeans came and did the prayer with me, and he went through the emotional with me too first. And like we are in the medical line, we don't like people to say we are psychological, right? We straight away we say no, it's not psychological, because basically I didn't know it's tied to my childhood hurts. I had quite a bad childhood trauma before, but then he went through with me. Then I was thinking why he went through all this thing, because I thought of, basically I suppressed it, and I sort of solved the thing myself. But he came in and did the prayer with me, and after that he said, "Do you still have the headache?" I said, "Yeah, it's still there." Then at the end of it, he laid hand on me, and it just went instantly. And I experienced firsthand miraculous healing until today. I didn't need any medication since then, which knocked me off for really, I think I was really off, and then with the effect, I was like a zombie. And this was the first miraculous healing, and it happened on my 64th birthday.
For me, I heard a lot about Pastor Seumeans. He's very good about his healing, all these things. And then I just went because he said so good, people say so good. So when it comes to emotional healing, I say I don't have emotional problem. A lot of us men, we're very strong. So didn't know that right through, go through it is actually really very good. And then for us, Pastor Seumeans want to ask us to share about our ministry. We've been married 37 years. We thought we have very good marriage, our marriage okay. And then along the way we do help people, but we find a pattern. A pattern is that when husband and wife come to see us, usually the husband wants us to change the wife. the wife wants us to change her husband. After listening, we want both of them to change. In the end, it's everybody not happy. Husband not happy because we are not standing on his side. Wife not happy because we are not standing on her side. And then everybody not happy because we are not happy because they're not listening to us. Yeah. After a while, they do get better, but after a while, fall back to original. We find it quite frustrating. Sometimes we got drained, we got emotional ourselves also. How come we cannot help them, right? 7 years ago, 8 years ago, we come across this marriage course. We went for it. Our marriage also enriched. We find it very good because that course teaches us a lot of relation skill. Tell them how to relate well, all right, really skill-wise. And then also teach them again that change is needed, but change that from yourself. Again, it helps a lot of people, but not everybody. Especially those who are who have been hurt quite deeply. So this course, after we learned last few months, we really find that it's really helpful. And we have seen a few cases that come really very deep hurt. We ourselves also feel that, wow, this is difficult, right? If the wife can forgive the husband, or the husband can forgive the wife, it's a miracle. But then we go through the process with them, and really we see that, especially if they come with willing heart, like Pastor Seumeans say, they're willing to open up their heart. We really see a great miracle. That in the past we take months and years, and yet the result is not very good. Now within hours, sometimes one session, at least have a good start. They're willing to learn. Because before that we teach them skill, but the skill is they know what to do, but they can't do it. Now that they want to do, the skill becomes useful. So I feel that this course is very good. The Pastor Seumeans healing session. For me especially, I feel first of all, I'm also set free emotionally. I'm stronger. I'm more at peace with myself, with God, and with others. I think when we're more at peace, we are stronger. We can minister better and more effectively. And then when we lead them in prayer and help them, bring them to God, and if they're willing to surrender whatever that is burden, whatever is trouble them, whatever that is affecting them, I think that is the time that Pastor Seumeans says is so easy. Because before that, it's just like we tell the child, you must do this, you must do this, you must do this. And the child says, don't nag, don't nag, don't nag. And then they're not doing it, right? Whereas this time, if we can bring them to see the light, as they surrender to God, they can hear from God Himself. Or they can straight away, they sort of open up their eyes, they're enlightened, It is just like, we can tell our children to do things, children never do it. But one day, come back, teacher say do this, or I do it, right? It is like, the sparks come on like that. So it's like a child that suddenly become mature, they will want to do it from inside themselves, which is very powerful. That's how I analyze it. I feel that it's very good. So it helps us to see a complete picture in our ministry, that when necessary we can bring this, and if they're willing, it really helps a lot. I think that's all from me.
There are members of public that come to see us. I don't know how, but they always text me, and I will make appointment and see them. And they are people of different faith came and see us, and we will explain. And we went through this very simple, easy method after the training, and God has shown us it's not that difficult. The marriages were broken down, and there in front of us, we did with them miraculously. Within, I remember this quite bad case that came. We did with the husband in front of the husband, the wife. Then after that, we continued with the wife. Miraculously, it was restored before our very eyes. We was, my goodness, this must be real. So, and there was also another classic case that it was on the front. This lady, she gave me the permission to share her testimony. She had a very traumatic experience. She was being assaulted, physically assaulted, near death. Okay, and since then she had 3 months of nightmare constantly. She couldn't sleep, and she is one of my friends, and I need to travel, so I had to talk to her on the phone and pray with her on the phone. For 45 minutes, she was set free. Until today, no more nightmares. She's from overseas. So it is not that difficult as we think, but it is a new way that God has used Pastor Seumeans to bring us new insight into healing. When you see it read in the Bible, it's quite instantaneous when Jesus healed people. And sometimes when it comes to us, we say, why we can't, when we lay hands, nothing happened. But Pastor Seumeans is anointed in this, and I assure you, if we practice what we have been taught and do the prayer with people, it is easy.
Yeah, was it advertised about the course coming up in Blessed Church? Okay, afterwards you advertise. And I really like what Pastor Seumeans said, it is very easy. First day he said very easy, we don't believe. Second day, or maybe a little bit. After a while, when we experience it, it's very easy. Thank you very much.